Hey guys, what's going on today? Today we got another one. This one is the review on the Robinhood app. I hope you guys liked the last one on the Stash video. Stash obviously is one of the ones that I'm really using, but Robinhood is the second one that I've got going on. This one's more for buying actual stocks and making those trades. And obviously ignore that error message. It keeps wanting to give me a free stock each time. You can see it hasn't gotten rid of it. That's the super cool thing about Robinhood is, just like in the stash video, they give you a free $5 for you and a friend. What Robinhood does is it gives you a free stock for you and your friend. That's what's super, super awesome. It's kind of like a gamble and kind of like a roll of the dice. You never know what you're going to get. So you could obviously see, your free stock is waiting for you. Obviously, if I click it, they've already told me, hey, they gave me 1 share of Zynga. I'll go ahead and show you guys that. They've got that down here. It's valued at $4.17 today. Of course, Zynga is like a social gaming company, but they gave it to me for free. How cool is that? Like how can you be mad about that? And you just don't know what you're gonna get. I'll show you actually what that's. We'll hit free stocks over there. You just invite your friends to Robinhood. Once they sign up, you'll both get a free stock like Apple or Facebook. Of course, obviously, those are going to be really rare. But ignore the goofiness of this. I'm not quite sure, and I'll explain what's going on. Of course, you invite your friends. There's a 1 in 150 chance that you get Apple, Facebook, or Microsoft. So Apple obviously is now about $222. Facebook's around 150, 153, and Microsoft is hovering about 108. But here's what doesn't make sense: 1 in 250 of getting GE. GE's valued at $12. So it's like I don't understand why that one. It seems like those should at least be a little swapped, or maybe I'm misunderstanding that and saying only 150 actual people are getting Facebook, 250 are getting GE. As far as the rest of us, there's 100% of us getting a free stock each time a friend signs up. Of course, mine was valued at $4 and change today. So obviously not quite as much as the stash, but at the same time, it was worth the gamble. It was super fun. But one thing I want to tell you guys, I'll go ahead and do the invite friends. Obviously, I'm not going to go through my contacts and do that. I'll do that later to other people. But as far as, I'll just hit the text. I'll go ahead and drop down the HTTPS link. You could go ahead and steal that, type that in. I'll actually put it down in the comments below so that you can just hyperlink it, copy and paste it, and get us both a stock. And if anybody really does do that, every time I get one, I will gladly put in the comments, what stock they gave me, how much it was valued at the time they gave. And, you could obviously see that maybe they give you a stock that is only at $4.17. And let's say maybe Zynga goes up, and before you know it, in a couple of days, it's where it valued at, $5, $6, $7. You never know what those are going to do. So that's super awesome. But I'll go ahead and cancel this out. Obviously, feel free. Use that code. Get me a free stock, get you a free stock. Obviously, you guys can get yourself a free stock without using me. But if you guys trust it, I'd love to have a free stock from you, and I love to push it along to get you guys a free one as well. So feel free, do that, and comment on the and down below. What have you guys actually gotten from other from Robinhood? What have you do you know anybody that's gotten those really the high valued stocks? I'd love to know that. But I'll keep going real quick in the video so we can wrap this up. The one thing that I love about Robinhood is they finally figured something out of how to invest in cryptocurrencies or digital currencies. Of course, back in the day, even just a handful of months ago, you always had to have like a third-party brokerage account and go through something that actually held your money before, and then they would buy the Bitcoin or something like that. Of course, I'm not very versed in it, so I most likely could be wrong. I just know I never felt comfortable with investing in Bitcoin. This would actually do it, though. Of course, I think you can only invest in a couple of these. You can see right here the tradable ones. They've actually got 6 of these, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcash, and Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, a couple other ones. Of course, you can watch only the ones on the bottom. They don't have access to buy those just yet. But like I said, I'm not terribly into cryptocurrencies, but nonetheless, a super easy way to actually get a hold of them finally these days. It makes it a little bit more worth it. But you can go ahead and see the stocks, what I've actually got. Of course, I've only bought one stock. I just put in $100 in this morning. Of course, I haven't bought anything with it yet, but I'll go ahead and do that. But you can see your watch list. You can see everything in there. Look at the day we had today. Look at that, green everywhere except for GE. just on the big stocks. So of course we had a bad day yesterday, but good to see it bounce back a little bit today. So I'll go ahead and run through this real quick. Of course, if you wanted to go up here and hit search, and let's say you wanted to, of course, check up on Facebook, we'll go ahead and you can obviously see it's already on there, but you go click it. You can do all your research, change the graph, see what it's been doing, see the stats of it, a little bit of the news. Of course, analyst ratings, it's at 79% buy right now. You can read a couple of the, just like Googling it yourself, but it's all on one platform. So that's super awesome. Of course, you can also see what other people bought, featured in, the volatility, a little bit about Facebook. And anyway, so that's a way how you would go ahead and actually search it. And we'll go ahead and go back and cancel. We'll go to the account. You can see I've got $104. Of course, you saw the free stocks. You can go into the account. You can actually start scrolling through and increase your stuff. You can see the account statements, tax documents down below. Obviously, you do have to provide your social security number. Obviously, this is all SEC monitored and stuff. So you just hook up your bank, transfer funds, and buy. That's what's buy your fractional or your full stocks. That's what's so cool about this, and just like Stash, is that you're able to buy fractional shares of an actual stock. So if you only wanted $20 of Apple and didn't want to have to sucker up the $222 a share, or God forbid you actually wanted Amazon at $1,800, obviously that's rough, and we all know it's going to go up. But if you want to be a part of that play, and let's say you, instead of, like I said, invested in, the $1,800 of Amazon, and, let's say you would have got involved with it today. It doesn't matter if you would have had $1 to 5 to 10 to 20, you still would have made 2.39%. So rather than having 2.39% of 1791, you would have made 2.39% on $20. So I think that's super cool, is that you're not required to buy the full share. But so you can imagine what I feel what that's going to do to the market. It allows people like you and me. I mean, that's $100 extra that I wouldn't have invested, just like my Stash account, that I would have never done. I didn't want to have to deal with brokerage fees. I've had TD Ameritrades, and I got tired of always having to, sucker up the $9.99 commission fee, or even E-Trade, who's at $4.95. I mean, think about that. If you would have had, let's say you would have just invested in Snap. Of course, obviously, I only say that just because they are super cheap right now. They're at $7.19. Let's say you would have had 2 shares at $14. Think about that. If you only wanted a couple shares, you'd have to have 100% return on this stuff. So I mean, who wants to do that? But if you wanted to just earn the 0.37% that it went up today, or I'm sorry, the 5.43% that it went up today, then you would have actually made 5% on whatever you had in it, not just the full stock. So again, I'm going to sell that as hard as I can. I think that's so awesome. I don't know what that's going to do to the market. I really think that it should infuse it, because I mean, like I said, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how Robinhood and Stash does it. I don't know if they're buying a full share and then divvying it off to you in the proportion that you want. But nonetheless, it's still awesome, and I think it's going to cause, I would say, a good rally in the stock market. You just never know, because like I said, that's more money from not even always a couple $100 from me. Think of what that does over the millions of people that actually start doing this. So again, super, super awesome. And I do think that Stash, has 2 million subscribers. I'm not quite sure about Robinhood. Obviously, they're huge, and they've been around for a couple years now. But I think they're really starting to get the ball rolling. So anyway, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think it's going to do? I mean, have you finally started to get into it, just because you can start to buy these fractional shares and just play a little bit of money and not feel like you got to be so exposed by buying Apple or Microsoft at these $100-$200 valuations, but just coming in and buying 10, 20, $30. So of course you can just like Stash, I think you can auto draft all this stuff out to come in weekly or monthly. I'm not sure yet, but something I would gladly do. Of course we'll keep going, but you can see the settings. You can see all the kind of options that they have in there. You can go into the help. You can read up on the crypto. You can read up on Robinhood Gold. Of course, I think this is their way of kind of allowing them to actually get a little bit. I might cost a little bit more money, but your funds will become a lot faster. So you can read all the articles that they have, and you can read their terms. Of course, anyway, I mean, just again, super awesome. It's not going to, there's a wealth of information obviously in here, but if you just want to go through and you already feel like you have something you want to invest in, Apple, for instance, just go in here. It still puts it all in one platform, so you're not, you know, jumping around much like all these other platforms do. So again, super awesome. But hope you guys like the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, subscribe to us, and hope that it works for you guys. I hope this gets you guys involved, and hope that you guys really like it. And I'll go ahead and do it one more time on here at the bottom. I'll go ahead and put the link to my account, and hopefully, and you guys get a free stock, get me a free stock, and let's share to each other what we got. Hope you guys like it. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. See you guys.